Hello and welcome to Just Ride Bikes. I'm David, and in today's video, well, I'm going to try a brand new format. I'm going to round up some of the best products I've used for the last few months, give their pros and cons and my recommendation at the end of the video. So I'm going to make this a regular feature every month hopefully, and do let me know what you think down below and what products you'd like to see me review over the coming months. And to kick off this brand new series, I have a really cool 3D printed saddle, Bluetooth headphones you can listen to safely while riding your bike outside, and some power meter pedals. So let's dive in. Probably one of my favorite products for the last few months has been using this funky looking saddle from Fizik. It's their new adaptive R1 Versus Evo saddle and uses the latest 3D printing technology. There's only one other company using a similar technology, and that's specialised with a power mirror saddle. You might see my review on that last year, linked down below. So similar technology, but quite a different looking saddle. And is it a gimmick or is it a game changer? Well, the comfort of this saddle is quite impressive. One of the most comfortable saddles I've ever used. So far from being a gimmick, the main benefit of this 3D printing technology as employed by Fizik in a saddle is the way they can develop the support, the cushioning across the saddle in different areas. So a normal saddle is a rigid base, carbon or another material, and then a layer of foam over the top. Now, downside of foam, as advanced as foams are these days, you can't alter the cushioning in different areas. But with 3D printing, you can. And they've developed 4 zones of cushioning across the saddle to alter the comfort in different areas to suit different types of riding. Whether you're on the rivet, as it's called, when you're really going, hammering tongs, or you're sat up, enjoying the views in a more upright position. The nose is impressively comfy and helps me extend the drops and aggressive aero position longer than other saddles. The middle section gives good support when on the hoods, while the rear section provides the support and comfort when sat upright, taking it easy and enjoying the views. And the way the saddle adapts to these different riding positions is a real key to the saddle's performance. Another nice benefit is a bit more isolation from vibrations and impacts generated by riding over poorly surfaced roads. But is it any more comfortable than a regular saddle? Well, they've based the shape on their very popular Antares saddle, which you either love or hate. And Fizik has a wide range of shapes, longer, narrow, wider, to support your requirements. This comes in 2 widths, this being the wider version. And while I generally prefer a shorter, stubby nose design, I found it to be a really comfortable saddle. But is it any more comfy than a regular Antares saddle using normal foam technology? Well, yes, but not by the big margin you might expect. I've been using a saddle for the last few months, and everything from 1-hour lunch rides, fast and hard chain gangs when I'm on the rivet and really trying to keep up with the rider in front, and 100-mile epics, taking it easy, lots of hills and lots of different road surfaces. And where I found the benefit of this saddle is on longer rides towards the end, where normally even the best fitting saddle you can get some discomfort and you're squirming around in the saddle a bit. This offers no discomfort even after 100 miles or 6 hours in the saddle. So comfort of this saddle is as good from the first mile to the last mile, which is a real difference from other saddles, as good as most other saddles are in my experience. This unique honeycomb structure gets lots of questions around durability, maintenance and general cleaning. And well, living here in the UK, I've been riding through all sorts of weather. Sunshine, rainfall, muddy roads, gritty roads, and it's actually really easy to look after. When it gets covered in mud and water, a hose pipe blasts it clean, so no problems to keep it clean. And during a ride when you're experiencing lots of rain and grit and mud and some light gravel perhaps, whereas on a normal saddle you get a layer of slippery kind of mud and grit building on the top, which creates a slippery surface after a few hours. The benefit of this honeycomb structure is that when the mud and rain falls through the structure and then onto the base, so you maintain a nice kind of grippy position on a saddle. Don't get that slip and slide you can get sometimes. And the durability, as you can see from the saddle, after several thousand kilometers of riding, it's just fine. I can't see any signs of stress along the edge, no signs of it falling apart or wear and tear. It looks as good as it came out of the box. And I have seen some concerns on the internet around the durability and long-term life expectancy of a saddle design, but so far, in my experience, it's all good. But I will update if anything changes on that front. Any other downsides? Well, the big one probably is the price. It's a very expensive saddle compared to the price of saddles these days, which are much lower than ever before. You can pay £30, £40 for a really good saddle these days. So this is a big premium, but it is cutting edge technology, a real demonstration of what is possible using this latest 3D printed technology. I do expect the price of this technology to come down and the technology to trickle down to lower price saddles in the future. So look at this as a halo product, an indication of where saddle technology is going in the future, and expect the prices to come down in the future. Is it worth paying all that money over a normal saddle? Probably not if you're not having any comfort issues, but if you do like technology, as I do, and you love the idea of 3D printed technology, and it does offer tangible benefits over a normal saddle, then it's a price you can almost justify paying. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. Nothing quite beats the sheer freedom and escapism of riding your bike in a wide open countryside. But sometimes it's nice to listen to music or a podcast to help pass the time on a longer ride. But the downside to listening to music using normal earphones in your ears is you block out all other external noises, and some people will tell you it's downright dangerous. So is there a solution? Well, yes there is. These are the Aftershokz bone conducting Bluetooth headphones, and simply put, they let you listen to music or podcasts without blocking out all other external noises. So they're really cool, really simple to use. Simply hook them over your ears like so. And hey presto, you have music or podcast while your ears are still open to other external noises. And the great thing about these, as you can see, my ears are still open, so I can hear the wind noise around me right now. You can hear approaching cars, especially fast approaching cars. You can hear other noises that you need to be aware of when you're riding your bike, but still listen to music. The only time the wind noise overcomes the bone conducting technology is on a fast descent, so I usually turn them off and save the music for flatter roads or hills when I'm going slower and the wind noise is a quieter level. But most of the time you can hear what you're listening to very easily, but still hear stuff around you, and that's a real beauty of this technology. You can't do that with other earbuds, which totally seal your ears from the external noises. So these are the top-end Aeropex from Aftershokz, a company that has pioneered and developed this bone conducting technology. These are fully made from titanium, very lightweight, got a long running battery life, very easy controls, and they're so simple to put on. Like, you just put them on over your ears and you just don't notice them. Got a small contact with the top of your cheekbone and they don't look out of place at all. And they're so lightweight as well, nothing to them. Really simple design. I'm no audiophile, but the sound quality of these is very good. Not as good as my proper headphones I use at home for video editing, but when you're out on your bike with all the wind noise, it's very good. Very clear, the clarity is good. Not much bass, quite high treble, but for podcasts and music, you can listen to the tunes quite easily, no issues there. The battery lasts for ages, about 8 hours, and you get a battery status update when you turn them on and off. Easy to charge up from the USB port there. They're waterproof as well, so great in the rain or if you sweat very heavily. And I've been using them every day and found them to be reliable, no nonsense and fuss-free, and just work and allow you to listen to music while you're riding a bike with no safety concerns at all. They are quite pricey at £150, but that's because they're made fully from titanium. There is a cheaper version which costs £80, which uses the same technology. Don't look quite as good, but if you worry about price, those are probably the ones to choose. But you want the best, these are the ones. And the price is roughly comparable to Apple's AirPod Pros, and there are quite a few other kind of sports focused headphones and earphones on the market, but none using this bone conducting technology. So if you want to listen to music when you're riding your bike and you're worried about the safety concerns of having earbuds, I can really recommend these Aftershokz. They let you listen to music safely, they work really easily, the battery lasts for ages, reliable, no real downsides apart from the price, but there is a cheaper version available. I'll put a link down below so you can check out more details if you want. If you really want to get faster on your bike, you can do a little worse than buy a power meter. It's the most effective and efficient way to get faster by training better and smarter. And one of the best power meters I've been using for the last few months are these from Italian bike brand Favero. These are the Assioma dual-sided power meter pedals, now available in a Look and a Shimano compatible cleat version. But for me, these Look ones are the ones to go for, and I'll explain why in this video. There's a lot to like about these power meter pedals. The first one is a price. These are dual-sided power meter pedals, and the price is very attractive and very appealing compared to other rival power meter products. There's also a cheaper, more affordable Uno, which is a left-sided, single-sided power meter if you don't need a full power measuring you get from a dual-sided power meter. the difference between the dual-sided and the single-sided, other than price, comes down to how much you want to dive into your pedaling dynamics. The main benefit of the dual-sided is you can analyse your pedaling stroke and really make sure you're pedaling as efficiently and smartly as possible. But if you just want power, you want to know your average power on a ride, then the single-sided does all that really well. As many of you will know, these pedals are not new at all, and they have been around for a few years now, and lots of good feedback on the forums and on my previous first look video of these, of lots of very happy customers, and I'm definitely a very happy customer of these pedals. I've been using them for 4 or 5 months now, every day on this bike, on my giant TCR, and other bikes I'll be testing as well. And a great thing, firstly, about power meter pedals, as you know, is you can easily swap them from one bike to another bike. So one power meter across your full range of bikes, road, gravel, or whatever it is. Using the pedals and getting them set up is a breeze. Simply take them out of the box, fit them to the bike, connect them to your favorite computer, Garmin or Wahoo in my case, calibrate them, and off you go. And using them day in, day out, the power data I get from them is consistent. Now, accuracy is one thing compared to other power meters, but using one power meter, the main thing to know is that the consistency is good. So every day you ride, that 250 watts is going to be 250 watts on a Thursday, Sunday, whether it's raining or it's really hot, and these deliver that consistent power delivery that you want and expect. So really good on that front. The battery life is good, more than good enough in fact, and easy to charge up with a USB charging port that uses a magnet to connect to the main pod there. The company now offers a Shimano compatible version of these pedals. You might have seen my first look video linked down below in case you missed it. And I've been using those for the last couple of months as well alongside these. But for me, my recommendation is the Look ones, and I'll explain why. Now, the main benefit of the Look pedals over the Shimano pedals is the stance width. Basically, the width from the right pedal to the left pedal is much wider with the Shimano ones, and for me, I can't get used to it at all. I've tried and tried, but it's just too wide for me compared to a normal stance width that these offer. The other major downside to the Shimano ones is while these come like this, as you see them out of the box, fit them on the bike and off you go, the Shimano ones come at just an axle. You have to supply your own Shimano pedal body, either an old set of pedals or a new pedal, take the axle out, put the new power measuring axle in and build it yourself, which while easy, it's not as easy as taking these out of the box and putting them on your bike yourself. But for me, it's a stance width, it's a major factor with the Shimano pedals, and for me, I just can't get used to them, just don't work for me. They're much wider than normal Shimano pedals, and it's a real shame they're not the same stance width, because I know a lot of people prefer Shimano cleats over Look cleats, but for me, the difference between the Look cleats and the Shimano cleats when you're riding is neither here nor there, and not enough a deal breaker, and they work fine. You can disengage and clip in all just fine as you want with clipless pedal. So if you are in the market for a power meter, I can highly recommend these power meter pedals from Favero. Easy to use, reliable, consistent and accurate data, long running battery, good durability, and really good feedback from customers who have been using them for the last couple of years, and I can definitely vouch for that as well. Personally, steer clear of the Shimano ones and go for the Look ones, and you'll be just fine. Link down below if you want to find out more about these pedals for yourself. So that has been a brand new product roundup recommendation video format. Hopefully you like it, and if you do, let me know by hitting that like button down below, and leave a comment what you think of these products and what products you'd like to see me review over the coming months. Love to hear from you as always. Anyway, that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you all again very soon.